From out of darkness, emits all light. That's how a blind man sees, though he lacks his sight of what we call reality. In all actuality, it's part the duality of
Hey, welcome. So today, I want to talk about this book, Maat, The 11 Laws of God, by Ra Un Nefer Amen. I purchased this book probably like 8 years ago, 2013. And what led me to this book was I read another book of his, Maat Volume 1, which one of the first books I ordered for myself when I came home, and I'm like trying to learn about spirituality and African stuff in Kemet. Kind of like pick some of this stuff up when I was in prison. But I remember someone always told me, man, you get your hands on a Maat or whatever, get that. So I did. It was the first thing I did when I came home, and then that led me to this, the My 11 Laws of God. And this, between those two, like, they're very powerful. I probably read this about 6 or 7 times over the last few years, and it's like every time I open these pages and read, I take something new from it, which is amazes me that books can do that, especially when you have, it's just words like you're reading it. But what I take from a book and what you take from a book could be two very different things. And I'm constantly evolving, just like we all should. So each year when I pick up this book, read it again, because I'm evolving, I'm becoming a new person. I learn new things and I take new things of it. My awareness, my consciousness is more open. It's more aware to receive more knowledge from this. And the way how this author writes, he makes it so simple. It doesn't overcomplicate things, to make it easy for you to understand, because when you're dealing with the divine and nature and everything, things are a lot simpler. Like, this is our birthright. This is our gift. Like things are not difficult. We make things difficult. But yeah, we confuse each other. Just this is what this whole this realm is. But basically, I'm gonna take a little quote from this book and we'll go from here. He says, what differentiates man from all other creatures, angels included, is the will. He is the only creature that has been given the freedom to choose and decide to obey or not the laws of nature. While all creatures are compelled to follow the laws of nature, the spirit, man has the freedom to choose. The reason for this is simple. Since man is a worldly vehicle of God's consciousness and will, it must be constituted to allow the expression of God's freedom. As we know, the unfolding of divine consciousness through man is a gradual process. What differentiates man from all other creatures, angels included, is the will. Because we are the divine facility for God to exist in this realm. When people always say, oh, I'm just human, like, no, you're not. You're divine, made from the same essence of the creator of us all, of the creator of everything. And so, we human beings, we're not like animals and the plants and angels and all that. They have no free will. They are spirit. They go with the flow of it. But God gave us free will so he can experience freedom on this realm. You can choose to find a divine way to go with nature and everything, or you can choose not to. And that's what majority of the world is we're all following our lower nature. That's what it talks about. It's a gradual process to try to find that higher nature. And this tree of life talks about the different facilities of your spirit that help you develop, to help you climb, to ascend to your higher nature. Because once you realize that you're more than just a human, you don't have to follow your lower nature, your feelings and emotions to be controlled by them. You have a mind, you have consciousness that can choose to follow lower nature, higher consciousness that can choose to follow higher nature. You wouldn't do that no more, because you see it more clearly, like, oh, that isn't the way. Like, why am I being controlled by that? I'm being like an animal. You're a God. You were made from the same substance of the supreme being. You might not have the quantity, but that same quality is within you. And this book is a whole lot deeper. I can't break it all down to you. It's something you would have to experience, but like, this definitely set me on my path to where I'm going now. And I'm still learning. I'm still working in process. I'm still a student, but I also feel like I found my calling to be a teacher. So allow me to I'm gonna try to start trying to teach and share some of this knowledge that I'm obtaining and help you all find your way to your divinity and help empower yourself and stop being a slave to the world, a slave to all these lower nature things, and find your divinity and start being a light in the world instead of just fitting in dark spaces and such. But with that, like I said, go check out this book. Very powerful, very meaningful, packs a lot. It's an easy read. Not too thick, not too very simple read, but it packs a lot. Just take your time, read it over couple times throughout the years. Enjoy the rest of your day.
What I desire, it's only right. My inner flame got me spitting that fire. It's only right.